Buonasera.
Oh, buonasera Alessandro, buonasera. Sono anche delle lattine quelle piccoline.
My name is Alessandro Grazi. I'm a senior researcher in the Department of History of Religion here at the Leibniz Institute of European History in Mainz. It's a long way, but I started with medieval Hebrew manuscripts at the University of Bologna, and I moved on to modern Jewish intellectual history at the University of Amsterdam first, and then in Jerusalem. And then I was back in the Netherlands, where I continued on that path in Groningen, and again in Amsterdam. And now I'm finally here. I have a research project on 19th century Jewish prayer books printed for the Italian Jewish communities in the 19th century. And I look at the small differences of the many different editions in order to use them as historical sources. Not to study the prayers, but to use these prayer books as historical sources. I have the opportunity to do research, which I really enjoy. And in this book, I'm looking for all the printed Hebrew books that I need for my research, and specifically the 19th century prayer books. מחזור כמנהג איטליה, ליבורנו עם איטלקית. As far as I know, there are more or less 5 copies in Germany of this book because it's very expensive. It costs more than €1,000 and therefore it's very difficult to find. But luckily, there is one not too far from where I work. Well, I live in Gießen, where my wife has a position at the university, and she got that position before I got this position here in Mainz. Therefore, we have already a life in Gießen. Our daughter goes to kindergarten, we have friends, and therefore I still live there, and I commute almost every day to Mainz. Door to door, it takes about 2 hours when all trains are running on time, which is not always the fact. Actually, it's rarely the fact. But what is more unpleasant about this commute is the fact that I have to take this time away from my family. But right now it's like this. There's not much of a choice. And therefore, there's no other alternative right now. If I want to work here, I have to accept the commute. This is the main difficulty. I love traveling. I like to learn things from different cultures and see different places. It's not enough for me to see it on TV or on a picture. I have to be there and see it in person. Concerning the number of countries, I also have a game going on with my siblings, with my brother and my sister. We say that we should have been in more countries than our own age. So if you're 39, you should have been in 40 countries. I actually was winning until 2 weeks ago, but I turned 40, and therefore now I'm even. So I need to go to a new country as soon as possible. In our family, we use 3 languages on a daily basis. But what we try to do, I speak only Italian with my daughter, and my wife speaks only German to her. Well, my daughter doesn't like that we speak in English because especially my wife and I fight in English. So my daughter tells us either German or Italian. She doesn't like English. My family is the most important thing for me, and that's why in spite of my commute, I try to spend as much time as possible with them, with my wife and my daughter, but I have to follow a little bit where the academic career brings me, and you never know where that might be.
Allora, va bene Alessandro. Fatto piacere.
Anche a me, grazie
Prego,
mille.
prego.
Ci vediamo alla prossima.
Alla prossima, grazie.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, arrivederci.